I hate to break it to you, but your lack of clients and inconsistent month to month revenue has nothing to do with your healing abilities or your skills. After working with countless of healers and holistic practitioners over the years, I've discovered something shocking. And that is that the problem isn't your certifications, your skills, not even your healing modality. They are 6 belief systems running in the background that if you don't take care of them, it doesn't matter if you have the best marketing strategy in place, nothing will work. And once I show you what they are, you won't be able to unsee them. If you're new to this channel, nice to meet you. My name is Gustavo Castañer. I've been a healer for over 20 years, a relationship coach for over 12 years, and I was blessed to figure out how to make both of those practices 6-figure practices. But it wasn't always like that. I used to struggle as an energy healer, selling sessions, selling time, and barely making ends meet. Finally, I figured it out, and I was also blessed enough to help other healers and practitioners establish a strategy, a system that will help them scale their business, their holistic practice, so that they could attract premium clients and make 6 figures a year. And I used to think that most healers who were struggling in their healing practice just needed a proper marketing strategy. But then I realized that even if you give a bulletproof strategy, some of these healers and holistic practitioners, if they have these beliefs running in the background, they will find a way to sabotage the strategy, to not take action, to not follow through, or do something to just mess it up. So let's jump right in. I haven't met one healer or inner transformational based practitioner that hasn't had this belief at one point in their career. Because even the most gifted healers and practitioners believe that they need just one more training, one more certification before they can charge premium prices, or thinking that if they have one more certification, then that will justify to their clients the value that they offer. Not only that, but we will also serve as a marketing strategy because they think if I offer one more services, I'll be able to attract more people. Doesn't work like that. And this is a very dangerous belief to have because it keeps you in the one more certification trap. You're like a crack addict. Face it, you are a self-improvement junkie, which is great because it gives you more experience, it gives you more tools in your arsenal. However, if you don't put a stop to that belief, then you're always going to be chasing more certifications and you'll never feel like you're already good enough to offer something premium. And deep down, these healers and practitioners, what they fear is, who am I to charge $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 for my program? Or the fear of, what if someone comes to me and I'm working with them and they ask me something I don't know? Or what if they have an issue I don't know how to work with? But the truth is, you are already more qualified than 90% of people out there. And this keeps you on an endless loop. Study, doubt, learn, repeat. And what's dangerous about this loop is that every time when you're starting a new project, you get this high. This is going to solve my problem. But then reality hits you and clients don't come in, your practice doesn't grow, your income doesn't grow, and now you think, I need another certification. So go ahead and type qualified in the comments if you ever felt like this before. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever had the thought, I'm not healed enough yet? Or who am I to guide others when I still have issues? AKA the wounded healer identity. Oh yes, and I've struggled with this one too. I started as a relationship coach 12 years ago. I wasn't even married. I was like, who am I to teach about relationships when I've only been 2 years with this person. But the truth was that I was steps ahead of many people. And I was able to help hundreds of people manifest their dream relationship. This is a very dangerous belief to have because the idea is I need to fix myself first. I need to be perfect and then I'll be qualified to help other people. And that never comes. This belief kills your confidence and is the root cause of the imposter syndrome. The truth is, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be a couple of steps ahead of your client. And if you can shorten that journey, help them avoid the mistakes you made and how to fast track to where you are right now, that is very valuable. You see, the wounded healer is actually your superpower because you've been where they are. And that in of itself qualifies you because you have the experience. Because if this belief is true, think about it. There wouldn't be any relationship coaches because I can guarantee you this. There's no one with a perfect relationship out there. I've been with my wife for over 15 years and we still have arguments. We still have issues. We just know how to work them better than most people. And those issues, those arguments help us grow, stay connected, and more passionate with each other. Now, the next belief that I'm going to share with you is the belief that keeps a lot of healers broke, overgiving, and undercharging. And that belief is people in my community can't afford me, aka projecting your own money wounds onto your client. They believe that the people that they're targeting don't have money, that they're spiritual and don't value money and can't afford what you're offering. And if you have this belief, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. But the truth is, there's always people who can afford you, who value your work. In fact, what you offer them, the transformation that you can help them embody, is priceless. It's worth way more than their $1,000 iPhone or their $2,000 flat screen TV they just bought for Christmas. So let me ask you, have you ever assumed that someone couldn't afford you and they actually could? Have you ever thought, I'm not unique enough or my healing modality is not unique enough? Yes, this is the comparison trap, the comparison paralysis. This is where you scroll Instagram and you see other people doing something similar to you and you think, I'm not unique enough. There are so many people out there doing this that who am I to do this? Everyone else is better than me. And this will absolutely shatter your self-confidence, your self-esteem. Why? Because you think, why would someone else choose me over these people? But here's the truth. No one has your unique story. No one has walked the path that you have walked. You may have a similar modality, but your story is unique. Your frequency is unique. And when you accept that, when you embody that, you will attract the people who resonate with you and will be in a position where your own wisdom, your own experience will be the perfect fit for them. And once you tap into this, this is what will give birth to your unique method, your signature offer that no one else out there can copy or offer because there's only one you. And this is what I help healers and holistic practitioners not only realize, but manifest, is positioning them as a leading expert and authority. If you're a healer or holistic practitioner, soul-led entrepreneur, you probably value your freedom a lot. And this belief can sabotage your practice. And it's usually a very subconscious hidden belief. And that is, if I succeed, I'll feel overwhelmed. And this is fear of success, that if I grow, if I scale my practice, I'll lose my freedom. I feel burned out and overwhelmed. So this creates a huge inner conflict. On one hand, you want more clients, you want more volume, but there's a voice, an inner voice, that is creating that clash that says, if we get more clients, we're going to lose our freedom. We're going to have less time. There's going to be more pressure. We're going to burn out. The people who have these beliefs, they are guaranteed to self-sabotage as a way to protect themselves, to protect their nervous system. But the solution to this belief is easier than you think. You just need a proper system and very clear boundaries. That's it. Because when you have a system that you can scale, because it's not dependent on you selling time, selling sessions, then you can provide transformation without getting into that overwhelm. And last but not least, the Achilles heel of many healers and holistic practitioners, the belief of I'm terrible at marketing, aka the fear of tech, visibility, and systems. They believe that marketing is overcomplicated. They need complex funnels, systems. They need to be posting 3 times a day, every day. But the truth is, marketing is just talking about your work. And think about it. Didn't you sign up to be a healer, a holistic practitioner, to help other people, to help them transform their lives? How can you possibly do that if they don't know who you are and what you do? And what holds many practitioners back is that they think that talking about their work is really talking about their modality. It's not. Or they think that it's talking really spiritual, using these mystical metaphors that get lost in translation, that don't connect to their ideal client. And here the solution is, how can you really talk about your work and translate your work in a way that it lands, it resonates with your ideal client who is struggling with really serious life, relationship, health issues? You got to get into their mind, into how they're thinking, not get very mystical or very technical that they don't see the value of what you do. And of course, get over the belief that marketing isn't spiritual, that you are not a business person. You have a practice. So yes, you have a business. And yes, business need marketing. Because if you don't, you're going to stay in the safe zone, just posting inspirational quotes and hoping and praying that someone finds you and books another session with you. And how has that worked so far for you? But here's the good news. You're probably one belief away from having a thriving. And the truth is that all these belief systems are symptoms of one big underlying fear. What if I'm not enough? This is the core subconscious wound that is running the show. And I know what you're thinking. I've worked on this before. I've done healing on this. Well, if it's there, it's there. It means there's another layer. And usually when you work on your business, it will show you the deepest layers of this belief. And until this is addressed, no amount of skills, certifications, or systems will fix the revenue issue that you have. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, like, subscribe, share, pass it along to a friend who needs to hear this. And I'll see you on the next one.